genius lot, because in the Be Inspired programme that Karen runs, we talk a lot about discovering your genius. But it doesn't mean to say you have to be Einstein to be at the front of the room. But it's a space where you can come and you can test ideas. You know, do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Do you believe in fairies?
Yes.
Put it there. So, you can come and you can try stuff out. This is your place to just see where it's going. Now, a couple of months ago, was it 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, we had a discussion and people were up for action and taking action. And Mark Neal, bless him, put me into action by committing to support me in our endeavour. So Mark, would you like to come and join me?
Thank you.
Huh? Do I have to?
I'd like to.
Good. So Mark agreed that as Be Collaboration as a community, we actually don't have anything that shows how to collaborate. We're doing it organically, we're doing it naturally, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do it, and it would be good to kind of identify how it's done. So he said, well, would you like to explain why you committed to helping me with this project?
Because a lot of what I do is launching new products, I thought, well, maybe if we take this as a product and try and take it to market, then there'd be something that was a complement to the stuff that goes in it. And a lot of people who I speak to are very good at the stuff, but not very good at the wrapper that goes around it. That makes it useful to everybody else. So I thought there'd be an opportunity for us to work together with complementary skills to try and actually demonstrate the collaboration.
Thank you. So we've come up with a working title, or rather Earth came up with a working title, The Art and Practice of Collaboration. Sounds a little bit...
I think it's something more snappy, isn't it?
Well, Mark's asked for a sexy title. This is what we're after. But no, it's good.
I feel completely unappreciated right now.
It's a bit like Mark said earlier, one thing. I went, no, I'm not feeling it. Give it to me in everyday terms.
Collaboration in action.
Yeah.
CIA.
I like collaboration actually. But you know what? For the market that we're potentially sending it to, that is probably the right way. But you know what? Suggestions.
How to get it together?
Suggestions.
I still think mine's the best
By the end of this
stuff.
session, we'll have more ideas here, so that's all what we're doing.
So one of the reasons why we were thinking, why should we? What the hell? We're having a nice little meeting. Why do we need to? And how does Be Collaboration fit in with this? Well, obviously, as you've heard earlier, we have the British Standard in collaboration. So if people come to me, you've got the British Standard, you can tell me how to collaborate. Go, come and experience it. But that takes them a long time to be in Be Collaboration in order to experience it. So we thought, why not put something together? Well, there you go. We have it as an online course, we have it as a webinar, we have it as a 3-day program, we have it as whatever it turns out to be, we can offer it out to people, we can explain what this magic pixie dust is that we have in the room. We thought about going to the other side, being the corporate world. You know, going out to the corporate world with a product that we can sell because they are the ones that probably need it more than most. There's a massive need there. Plus, an awful lot of people coming out of the corporate world, they've been coined as transitionals that Colin knows an awful lot about, who they would also probably welcome understanding how to collaborate. So generally, from my understanding, in the corporate world, they technically orchestrate a collaboration, but actually, in reality, it's not like that, it's like that. So going to the other side and sharing what we could do. Sharing our philosophy, if we have this program out there, how many more people will know about Be Collaboration? It's a nice way to get it out there. And also bringing back opportunity to the community. So imagine, we have a rather large corporate organisation and they're interested in finding out how to learn about collaboration and the art and practice of collaboration. So we go in there and we get them to collaborate, and they get it, they suss it, and it's like, yes, this is easy, this is fantastic, but you know what, we'd really like to work with a fantastic sales guy that gets this too. Oh, hang on, we've got one of those, you can come in. Oh, actually, we know a great market, we want a marketing guy that gets what you're talking about. Yeah, we've got one of those as well. Whatever it happens to be, we could actually utilise people within our community to then go into these organisations, having already been taught how to collaborate, and then we're all on the same page, it makes life so much easier. So there's probably more other reasons to have this, but it seemed like it was too many reasons so far not to do it. So that's where we started the ball rolling. And I said, phew.
Okay.
No? Yes, no?
Have you changed it? I thought we were going to definition it. Right, okay. We had a bomb chat yesterday. You took a lot of this depends. Okay, so I had an attempt to get into definitions on Facebook. I had about 3 people responding, and it was all quite complicated and ego into it. So I thought we had a captive audience here. Let's get some ideas about what the hell we mean by collaboration. And one of the points that came out of the Facebook was, well, it means different things to different people. And therein lies our challenge, because if we're going to engage people, and we're talking a different language to everyone else, then it's not going to work. So, let's get some definitions from you happy people, and I'm going to write them down. So, hit me with them. Go on then, Nick, starting from the back.
Something about pooling strengths and resources to create an outcome greater than one could alone.
Well, that does.
Strengths and resources, aside resources, to create something bigger than one could alone.
Yeah. Like pooling an individual, yeah, that would be a start.
We'll see why I'm going to use technology on the next bit. Because now I've spent about 20 seconds writing it down, and we so very eloquently. Right, let's go from Nick. Let's have a different idea.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't
I
matter.
took part of my hand. You go first.
Come on, Colin. Next level.
Well,
So, go on, you go first.
what I was going to say was that it's not really that important that you pull strengths, because I really like that definition. But you know, so we're a good example of collaboration. What's happening inside us right now is a great example of collaboration, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, so that all our different body parts working in harmony to make sure that we continue. So it's not only strengths that we need to pull, but all parts. It's about getting all parts and making them work within a system.
All parts in harmony within a system. Well, I like the in harmony bit. In harmony? Or within a system?
Alignment.
I think alignment is a...
I just don't want to exclude the weak parts. What I want to do is make them stronger.
Sometimes
Through
we find
collaboration?
ideas.
Yeah.
It won't always be harmonious, but you'll get a big result.
Yeah.
That's my chart. It would be lovely if it was harmonious, but for me, harmony is idealistic in that no journey is going to be
Sometimes you need a little bit
disharmony. You need a disharmony, yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
I've got a little person's voice that if I don't say it, so I'm going to forget what she's told me.
Go on.
2 or more people working together to make something happen.
Yeah.
Is that not like the simplest?
I know.
The simplest.
Do you know what? Anyway, I've been waiting for simple ones. Like, I'm not very good with little things.
But it's quite spot on, I think.
Yeah.
Like when you take out all of the complexities, that is ultimately collaboration.
It could even be simpler than that. You could just take the working together, because if you take work, it's doing something, producing something. If it's together, there's more than one person.
Yeah, I have an answer to that though. Because I think that's the essence, that's the base of collaboration. But that could also that could be 2 people working together. Could be, you know, I employ you to do something for me. So it has to be to create something
That's not together.
that wouldn't be achieved by themselves.
For me, that's not together. For me, that's working for. Together is when you're like some, yeah, there's mutual partners. Yeah, there's something mutual. Togetherness is different to working for. Yeah.
So currently, I have people that I collaborate with, and collaboration is done on trust, and there is no contract, and it's done on we're going to pull together, and we're going to hope this is going to work out, and it's very much done on that flowy basis. And then I have people that I associate with, so we go to contracts. So there is a money exchange in hands there is a separation, and they are slightly different. And I think there is a difference there. For me, collaboration, there's a massive element of trust there.
Just looking at the definition for now, though. So it's what does it mean to collaborate for you?
Trust.
Right, trust is
Trust
part
is
of it.
massive.
But how do you define collaboration? That's just.
So yeah, so my definition though is that what comes out couldn't have been achieved by one of you individually. So if you're collaborating, you couldn't achieve that by contracting those people, because then you'd be doing the driving.
Yeah.
So you're creating something bigger than your individual.
Yeah.
It's making this something bigger than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we creating something that's different from cooperation? Because I'm not really getting the difference between cooperation and collaboration.
Do you think there's a difference?
I don't know.
Does anyone think there's a
Yeah,
difference?
Well, I see a lot of cooperation here. But
Collaboration is a bit more, isn't it? Collaboration is always like, you give as much as you give to your own project, you give it together, whereas cooperation is a little bit softer. So then collaboration's got a bit more of a push to it.
Isn't collaboration where each of the people involved benefits? You see, if I cooperate with you to do this presentation, I can just hand you a pen so that you can write on there, but that's not really collaboration, is it? That's cooperation. But if I do something with you, so what you and Gill are doing now is collaboration, because you're both an essential part of it and benefiting from it.
Well, we would suggest that we're not collaborating, because to collaborate effectively is for 3 people, because that third dimension creates something that wouldn't have happened just by 2. So
maybe with the third dimension, that's why it's like.
Benji, do you want to add to this bit, or are you taking us off somewhere else? Cooperation versus collaboration, it doesn't matter, I just don't want to lose it because it's important.
I don't agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Were Lennon and McCartney not collaborating in their own songs? They wouldn't have combined themselves.
Okay.
I see cooperation, there's a give, there's a compromise somewhere when you cooperate. There's a compromise. It doesn't have to be like a value compromise, it might be
You're just helping someone.
yeah, which is fine. I see when you see music, and you see 2 musicians in the same sort of, 2 rappers come and join together, is they are collaborating because they're putting their ego aside and creating something.
They're both creative.
They're both, and that's the one industry you see it happening where you don't feel like, why would he do that? You know, where a certain artist joins with another artist and they featuring, they happen so seamlessly on the surface. So for me, collaboration is that instead of starting from the point of, well, what do we need to do to collaborate to create something, it's saying, well, what's the thing that everybody has an agreement on or a stand on, and then from that point of view, what needs to collaborate to make that come alive.
So what I'm hearing is there's an agreement.
I'll give you an example here. Is when people come to a meeting, it's like, yeah, this is exactly my peeps. I get it. I don't have to worry about it. So it must be already in there.
No, right, that's right. Cooperation is compromise, but collaboration is a new outcome.
It's an enhanced outcome.
Better outcome, enhanced, better, that's easier to write.
Enhanced.
Enhanced, all right. Okay, that's fine, because I tend to agree with that, I have to admit, but I'm a facilitator, so I don't have an opinion. We're running out of time.
What would be really good if you
Dave wanted to add something, so
For me, when you're collaborating, there's a sharing and a merging of your energy, and it produces the thing that Hall calls a systemic win.
Okay.
Yes, this is systemic win. This is what we got to so far. No, actually, this is the dictionary definition, isn't it?
Okay.
Joining together to make possible that which cannot be accomplished alone.
So, we've actually got possibly a richer set of thinking here, and we'll synthesise that, but let's move on, because there's more to do.
The thing that jumped out that for me was that there's values attached to it, was that Becky was talking about. They're not part of the definition, but there's an underlying assumption that it comes with values of trust. And cooperation is in there, but there might be in the definition more to.
Yeah. So I think there's a difference between what does collaboration look like, which we got into that conversation, as opposed to the definition of collaboration, and that's the whole knob of it to get going. So we've come up with a few things of what it looks like, but you've actually given us quite a few as well along the way. So I'm going to plough with this and just share that these are some of the things that we believe are needed for a good collaboration to occur. Sorry to make it bigger. So it's context, obviously. Lack of ego, an ability to fully listen. Understanding of the current paradigm. We all have our baggage, you've got to leave that behind. Trust, mutual respect, integrity, creative, organic, in flow. A lot of these were mentioned here as well. Empowering, so you've got to be able to empower the other person. And it's got to be kind of priceless. It's got to be, it's a gift that you're giving to someone. Bringing new thinking, it's an adventure. You can't tackle it as though it's a job. It's got to be something that you're bringing, it's going to be new. Passion, definitely. Urgency, a good collaboration is going to have, come on, we should be getting this done. Friendship, you cannot have a good collaboration without creating a friendship as well. Doesn't mean say you have to be friends to start the ball rolling. Vision, strength, synchronicity, alignment, light-hearted, working towards common goals and objectives. And obviously within that, genius, fun and love. So these are some of the things that we believe have got to be part of a good collaboration.
Can I add something to that? Just occurred to me. Vulnerability.
Yes.
Because that's the single biggest problem in corporates.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
Have you got to go down to shame and guilt as well?
So we get rid of that. So that's good. So we don't need shame and guilt to do collaboration. Let's do all that. Okay, so I just wanted to have you come across this business dilemma? Something that you're familiar with? Probably some of you are, probably some of you aren't. But it's a reason why we might want to collaborate. But essentially, we've got the scenario here where we've got two guys who've been caught with their fingers in the till or whatever. They've actually done some heinous crime, but there isn't enough evidence to convict them, and they've been held in separate cells, and they have this dilemma. If one of them squeals on the other, then the one that squeals gets off, does some kind of, what do they call it?
Plea bargain.
Plea bargain, that's the kind of American system. And the other one gets 20 years. So it says there 20 years. So that's the top line there. If they both admit to it, they get 5 years. If they both keep stum, then they get 1 year because they're just obstructing justice or some really minor charge that they might be able to charge. So what do you do? And this is what's known as the business dilemma. And the answer is, if you collaborate, you always end up better than if you don't collaborate. And that's why this is quite a powerful model. Some of you might have come across it before.
Isn't there a game show that's like that?
Yes, there is.
But we have to work out that, then
yes.
And if you double bluff it, then you can end up, it's financial ones, I'm sure.
Yes, and this is actually part of the roots of game theory, because you do game.
Well, trust is huge. On that scenario, you don't know what the other person's going to do.
Absolutely,
right?
That's the challenge.
So this is, there's a self-interest here.
Yes.
Right, what should I do best for me? What, can I tolerate 1 year or 5 years? That's the question.
Yeah, you have a chance at 0 years.
Yeah, but then your chance 0 years, but you're at the mercy of someone else's decision.
Yes. So it's about how much you trust out of a person.
Yes.
If you really trust out of a person, stay silent, you don't two ways about it. If you really don't trust the other person, you're going to dip them in because you think they're going to dip them in as well.
Yeah.
And then you get 5 years because there's no trust. So if you both trust each other, you're laughing. If you don't trust each other, you're going to get 5 years. And well, it's hopefully confusing. Like completely off the path. Because otherwise when it comes out, if you've got half a soul, you're going to feel guilty for that whole 20 years.
Yeah, values and trust and vulnerability. So it can just bring out nothing about force. So that's just that's come from Britannia, but it's the Britannia dictionary, but it's encyclopedia. It's
that's on the basis of it not knowing, and through collaboration, sharing of ideas.
Of course it is.
Knowing, it's really.
And if you're actually able to talk to the guy, you could work this out quite easily. But you can't.
Of course, what you should do is always tell the truth. That way, you're never in a prison of your own making, as you can say.
That's nice, but I do have a friend.
Just don't do the crime.
Oh dear, you never know.
Right, so this is the final piece really. We want to help you guys to help. This is my little bit. Here, Open is one of the modules in my getting the product to market. And what we need to do is get some context to all of this. See, you can't actually see it because it's hidden by Colin's jacket, but context is that matters. It's really important for us to get this in the language people will get this. Erkan and I violently agree when it comes to context because we've got different maps of the world. We kind of think the same things, but we express it in a different way. And that's important because if we're expressing it in a way that our customers or our prospects for this will understand, we'll get some better results. So, 2 bits to this, no, 4 bits to this, sorry. Opportunities to deliver better outcomes. So, I want you guys to do some thinking. I want you guys to give me some examples of some opportunities where you've seen collaboration at work that has delivered better outcomes for folks. Parliament, I'll get that because I've got to have a voice recorder here and I want you guys to tell me 30, 40-second stories of examples of what you've got. So I'll get your language here, which will help. Engaging stories, well, you're going to record a little story into my voice recorder here. And what I really also want from you is need. What was it that was stopping collaboration, or what was it that allowed the collaboration to happen? And if we get your examples, as many as is possible, if any of you were working in the same example someone else gives, then please don't include that. But I'm sure lots of you got examples where you've seen collaboration at work, where we've created better outcomes, and just give us an example, tell us about it on this voice recorder, and then I'll get the language. Who's going to start? Do you understand what I'm after? No, I'll explain that again. Quick story of where you've seen collaboration at work that's delivered a better outcome for someone who's a bit stuck. Yeah? What was it that was stopping that collaboration that got unstuck? Whether it was by you or by some facilitator or somebody else, when you saw collaboration do something amazing, just tell us a little bit about it. So we've got some examples, real world, rather than us hypothesising and theoreticalising. Anyone got some great examples? I know Gill has.
I was going to say, let me give you an example to kind of whet your appetite. So, the British standard that we did, Andrew Foy is known for certifications and auditing certifications, so he said, I'll help you do that. So him and I sat down and we worked through whether B Collaboration could actually receive the British standard in collaboration. But the 2 of us together, it was like going through mud, because he was a very technically minded person and he was very much into detail, and I was kind of right-brained, creative, and how do I fit a square peg into a round hole? It was quite difficult. And then along came Sarah Wilborn, who spoke his language but also spoke my language. And she took what I was saying and put it into words that Andrew could then fit into the programme that we needed for that. And at one point, he was asking me for information, and it made my heart sink because it was just so, this is really hard. I can do it, but it's going to take an awful lot of brain power for me to do it. And I returned to him and said, it's just made my heart sink. How long have I got to do this work? And he didn't come back to me immediately, and he realised, he worked out that what he was asking me to do wasn't congruent with what we were trying to achieve, which was to illustrate how we do collaborate. So he then took what was necessary, he changed it so that I understood it better, and then I just explained it really easily to Sarah. She put it in the right words and he put it back into the whole programme. So he then had the auditor came to us and said, this is amazing, can we use you as a case study? Because we were actually being collaboration rather than doing collaboration. But Sarah couldn't have done it on her own. Andrew couldn't have done it on her own. I definitely couldn't have done it on my own. And me and Andrew together probably would have cobbled together something, but it would have been ticking the boxes. With Sarah's input, the 3 of us created something that neither of us could have created on our own. And that to me was an epitome of collaboration.
Good, follow that. Okay. Right, so I'll call that Gill.
Sure. So, you know what? I mean, obviously, the centre of all this definition of collaborating. I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to the definition of collaborating. I want to give you an example. In September, on a wink and a smile, I got together with some clients and friends of mine and talked about setting up a new business. And they went, yeah, let's do it. In this business, they're very disparate, different skill sets. The other thing with the skill sets gives us a different view of the challenge of the opportunity. It's like, take that lens off, put a different lens on. The business that we created is a business called SOR My Car, selling people's cars for them. And what we have is a team of technical car specialists. People can fix them, tune them, upgrade them, diagnose them. So you've got those guys. You've got our customer care, our customer experience team. We've got a digital content, social media, website view. We've got a finance director who's looking at the numbers and stacking up the deal of how to do it. And then we've got me, if you like, the catalyst and the person that's inspiring it and creating it. We started in September. We started with a very minimal budget. Everybody put money into it. Everybody that was involved at that stage had an equal share of the project. Not one person is the boss. So we're talking about terms like servant leader, agile organising, self-organising team. Everybody knows their area of expertise or specialist technical skills, and everybody knows who's accountable for what, right? Long story short, we started that in September with literally no reason why this should work, right? In March, we sold our first car, okay? We've set up and primed all the systems, everything from putting up a website to creating social media, creating the YouTube channels, putting together the interface between clients coming in, cars getting assessed, going onto the website, getting sold, all those technical things that have to happen. First car got sold in March, and our first phase was just prove out the systems and processes. Don't upset anyone, don't make any too many mistakes, and how are we all going to get on a wink and a handshake? I mean, going back to what you said about the level of trust in this situation is incredible. At no time, I mean, when you're pushing your boundaries, think about what Dave was saying about going up that hill. You're pushing your limit because it's unreasonable what we're doing, because we've all got other commitments and other responsibilities. This isn't our main business. Off the back of it, we did our first phase, and we had some things we had to resolve, which was very, very challenging. Not between us, but external. We sorted them out. Literally on Monday, we had our first phase of funding. So now I've got the budget to get us to the next stage at what I call investor level. The plan is to build the business and exit it as a national brand. So the stakes are really high. The skill sets are very different, and everybody's bringing something new, their own unique skill sets to the table. We've created something that would never have existed prior to that, and something I could never have done on my own. Not like I'm the boss, you do that, you do that. Okay? So that business is now gone into its next phase. In September, we're moving to new and bigger premises, and the whole business, the associated business, are taking a jump forward that we never predicted. So there are unpredictable outcomes as well when you collaborate. I would say one of the things we created early on was this sense of brotherly love. We put it in the middle. We're doing this as brothers together. Brotherly love, I don't mean just in male, I mean brotherly, sisterly love. And we are all owning the project at the level we're responsible for. So that was something real, commercial, and I would say spiritual, because it's something we all love. Okay, great. 4 minutes. Lovely.
Anyone else got a nice example? We're running out of time.
We are running out of time, but I would love at least 3 more. But could you do it outside afterwards? Because otherwise we're not going to get finished on time. Okay. So who's going to 3 volunteers? Quick. Nick,
all right.
Leisure.
Okay, perfect. We're done then.
We're done, Sean, I think. But basically, if we can get this done together, get it supported, get it out there, then it's going to have benefits that. I was going to say regurgitate. That's not the right word. But yeah, help us to help you. And then it's called collaboration. That's what we're here for. So,
perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. Brilliant.